Hey everyone, so if you think college is all about late night study sessions, big lectures, and just getting that degree at the end, well, you're in for a bit of a surprise. Today, we're going to dive into this idea that the biggest lessons you learn on campus have less to do with your major and everything to do with discovering who you really are.
So, let's just start with the big question right up front. Forget about the textbooks for a second. If you strip away all the classes, the homework, the exams, what's actually left? What are the skills, the insights, the things you learn about yourself that really stick?
And that right there, that's the core of what we're talking about today. College is so often called a transformational period, right? It's this unique time where every new experience, every conversation, it's like a piece of a much bigger puzzle. You're not just learning about a subject, you're learning about you.
Okay, so let's get into it. To even start navigating this whole transformation, you first have to build what we're calling a personal toolkit. Think of this as the foundational internal skills you need to develop to handle everything college and, frankly, life is going to throw at you. It pretty much boils down to these three core skills. They're like the essential software you need for this new chapter of your life. Claiming your independence, really mastering your time, and learning how to prioritize your own well-being. These three things are the bedrock of your entire college experience. Let's talk about independence, because this is a big one. For maybe the first time ever, you are completely in the driver's seat. But all that freedom, it's also a crash course in something called decision fatigue. Every single choice, from what to have for lunch to which huge paper to start first, it drains your mental energy. Learning to manage that isn't just about being responsible, it's about discovering what's actually important to you when you realize you can't possibly do it all. Now, what's really cool about this is how it shows the ultimate balancing act. But here's the surprising lesson. Mastering your time isn't about finding some perfect magical schedule that works for everyone. No way. It's about discovering your personal productivity blueprint. Are you a night owl who gets stuff done under pressure? Or are you a morning person who needs that structure? College is basically your lab for figuring that out. And trust me, that skill is way more valuable than anything you'll find in a textbook. And with all that pressure, self-care becomes absolutely non-negotiable. This isn't a luxury, it's a survival skill. Learning to spot your own stress triggers, making sleep a priority, and knowing when it's time to ask for help, these aren't just good habits. They are profound lessons in self-awareness that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. So once you've started building that internal toolkit, something amazing happens. The world starts to open up. This next phase is all about looking outward, exploring all the incredible chances for growth that exist just outside your familiar bubble. Seriously, college is an absolute playground for discovery. You can take an astronomy class just because it sounds cool. You can join a debate club even if public speaking terrifies you. You can try out for a play. It's in these little explorations that you might just stumble upon a hidden passion or find another key piece of the person you're becoming. And this right here perfectly illustrates the engine that drives that discovery. Real growth, the kind that actually sticks, happens right on the edge of your comfort zone. And this isn't just a nice thought, it's actual neuroscience. When you take on that challenging project or give that scary speech, you are literally creating new pathways in your brain, building a more resilient, more capable version of you. Every step into that growth zone proves that your limits are way more flexible than you ever thought.
This whole idea of exploration also applies to people. College campuses are these amazing melting pots of different backgrounds, cultures, and ideas. And when you engage with all that diversity, it does something incredible. It forces you to take a hard look at your own beliefs, to challenge your assumptions, and ultimately to build a much more sophisticated and open-minded worldview.
Okay, so how does this all come together? You're building this internal toolkit, you're gathering all these external experiences. Now we get to the final and maybe most important part, putting all those pieces together to actually forge the person you're becoming. And here's a really crucial point. This journey is not always going to be easy. You're going to face setbacks, but the real lesson isn't just about bouncing back. It's about learning the difference between just plain failing and what some educators call productive failure. You know, it's that moment when a tough critique gives you the exact insight you needed for next time. It's in those tough spots that you discover a strength you never, ever knew you had. The relationships you build are also kind of a mirror. As you start forming connections, you'll see patterns. Who are the people you connect with most easily? In group projects, are you the one who naturally takes charge, or are you the supportive collaborator who makes sure everyone's heard? Your interactions with other people reveal so much about your own social identity. And hey, if you want to speed up that process, taking on a leadership role
Whether it's in a club or just a study group, it's like a personal development accelerator. It's a hands-on lab where you discover and sharpen essential skills like communication and problem solving. You don't just learn about leadership, you learn that you can be a leader.
Of course, this whole journey of self-discovery has a massive impact on your future. So many students show up on day one with a totally fixed career plan. But as you can see here, that plan often changes a lot. You discover a new subject you love, you take an internship that surprises you, and suddenly, a new, more authentic path opens up. One that's based on who you've actually become, not who you thought you were supposed to be.
And that brings us to this really beautiful metaphor, the one we've been building toward this whole time. Every single piece of your college experience, the success, the productive failure, the new friend, that challenging idea, each one becomes a tile in the complex, unique, and amazing mosaic of you. You aren't just finding yourself, you are actively building yourself, one piece at a time.
So, whether you're about to start college or you're looking back on it, the real question is the same. This isn't just about getting an education. It's about an introduction to your future self. Your journey starts now. Who are you going to discover?